Welcome back, everybody, to my channel. It's wonderful that you're here. I'm watching this video for the first time in 3 years, so we'll be watching this together. I absolutely can't even remember some of this stuff. So, this was the kind of the focal point of the living room when we first moved in. As you see, I'm taking down the faux stone. That is all fake. Some kind of plaster or concrete. And if you see on the left hand side, that entire section fell off camera, I believe. I don't think I have that on camera. I started recording here. This area was a little bit more well done than the left side. I think it was probably, they had maybe wetted down. Well, that section just fell completely off. Yeah. So this now toward the bottom, this I guess they had put more. They had put more on, or the fact that most of the wall. Oh wow, I don't remember that happening, coming off in one piece like that. And you can see that they didn't have any kind of wire mesh or anything up to help hold it against that board. I believe that's Hardy board or Hardy backer. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. But it was a cement board of some kind with there was no texture to it. It was very flat. So the mortar didn't even stick to it. And I think that's what I'm pointing out here to the wife, letting her know. And there's the little one running on to screen there. And if you see there to the left, not where I'm at the moment, but to the left of the screen, I remember this now. That was a pantry that I tore down, and I can talk about that in another video. But it didn't actually go all the way to the ceiling. There was actually openings at the top. It was absolutely bizarre. And so I literally just tore that completely out. And if you notice there on the left, they had actually driven compression bolts into the concrete walls for holding up the actual, just, the shelving units was being held up by compression bolts jammed into the concrete. And I had the worst time. If you see there, it looks like a gunshot hole there on the left hand side, just to the right of that those studs there to the left. And I beat on that thing, and I believe I actually ended up getting one of my grinding wheels, and I actually had to cut it out, and part of it's actually still in that wall. I forgot about this. This was like within the first week I ripped this out. This might even have been the second or third day. Just absolutely, I was exhausted. I had been ripping out the kitchen, I believe, prior to this, and they never finished it. If you can see there on the right hand side, that is how we moved in. I did nothing to that box. That was the same wood that was sitting there when we bought the house. The same structure, literally the way you see it now, with the socket exposed, everything. I removed nothing from that at all. That is how the pictures were when we went to look at the house online, because we bought this in one day. It went on the market, and we actually put real money down on this house that day. That's how desperate we were. We were 3.5 months into living in an Airbnb. We only had, I think, 14 more days of payments from the company to pay for our living expenses. every house we had looked at up until this point was in the five, six, and $700,000 range. It was this was half that. This was the cheapest house we looked at, and by far 3 to 4 times larger than those houses going for in the 700,000 range. And so I had made a decision. I was like, I think this might take me 18 months to flip. Uh, we were we were at that point. We hadn't sold our house in Illinois, and the way things had been going, we were actually still considering just spending a few years out here, renting out or just mothballing our house in Illinois, and then going back because we couldn't find anything livable. And as you can see, this house was just in really bad shape. So if you see where I'm standing, that too, I thought that was stamped concrete. It was not. Those are actually probably 100 to 125 pound slate slabs. Those are actual stone with mortar sitting on top of concrete. And they even ran the PEX. The floor heat lines actually go under that stone where they were going to put a stove of some kind, or all I could think of was they were going to drill a hole through the wall eventually and put a some kind of wood heater here, gas, I don't know. So anyways, this was I just wanted to watch this for the first time with you in 3 years, just get an idea of what what I went through to get to where we are right now, which is I'm finally getting back to possibly working on the kitchen. I've been actually working on the kitchen for the past probably 2 months, uh, working on the pantry, got the door in, I got some of the walls cleared up, and wanted to just I didn't really want to put out any new videos because I really haven't finished anything. I keep moving from one room to another, and I keep really not finishing. I have windows. I have windows I need to finish. I have doors I need to finish. But for the most part, the rooms are all painted. They're level 5 walls. They're painted, primed painted. They're smooth. Everything in the house is smooth now. So, like I said, I just want to sit down, say hi to everybody. If you like this video, please subscribe and like, comment. I read all the comments. It helps the algorithm. I'm not doing this for any other reason than to document this flip for people that are interested, or just want to be able to see that it can be done for the most part by one person over a multi-year period. So until next time, I love you all. Hopefully you're doing well, and I'll talk to you later.